Ever wonder what the most dangerous places to work are? It's not always what you think. It's not the high-rise scaffolding or the roaring factory floor. Sometimes the deadliest spot is a place you can barely squeeze into. We're talking about confined spaces. Manholes, tanks, silos, sewers, and entering them unprepared is one of the quickest ways to turn a regular workday into a tragedy. Today we're counting down the 5 fatal mistakes that people make, so you don't become a statistic. First up, mistake number 1, poor atmospheric testing. This is the big one, folks. People think, oh, I'll just pop my head in for a second, it'll be fine. Wrong, deadly wrong. You can't see, smell, or taste most hazardous gases. We're talking about hydrogen sulfide, which smells like rotten eggs at low concentrations but deadens your sense of smell as it gets stronger. Or carbon monoxide, the silent killer. Or a lack of oxygen itself. A multi-gas meter isn't a suggestion, it's your lifeline. You test before you enter from top to bottom, because different gases have different weights. Some sink, some rise. Skipping this step is like playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded chamber. Alright, fatal mistake number 2. Ignoring the permit. You see that piece of paper, the confined space entry permit, and think it's just more bureaucracy, right? Just a pain to fill out. But that permit is a systematic safety checklist. It confirms the space has been isolated, the atmosphere has been tested, and that rescue procedures are in place. It's the documented proof that you've done your due diligence. Forging a signature or just pencil whipping it without doing the actual checks? That's not just lazy, it's potentially criminal negligence if something goes wrong. That piece of paper is the story of how everyone is going to stay safe. Don't skip it. Coming in at number 3 is a critical failure, inadequate ventilation. So you've tested the air and it's bad. The solution is simple, right? Just blow some fresh air in, but it's not that simple. Are you using the right kind of fan? Is it powerful enough for the size of the space? Are you just blowing fresh air in? Or are you also extracting the bad air? Think of it like trying to clear smoke from a bottle just by blowing at the opening. It doesn't really work. You need a proper ventilation setup that creates a continuous flow of clean air, forcing the dangerous gases out. Without it, that toxic atmosphere can build right back up, and you'll be knocked out before you even know what's happening. Which brings us to mistake number 4, entering without the right PPE. PPE stands for personal protective equipment, and in a confined space, it's your personal suit of armor. We're not just talking about a hard hat and gloves. Depending on the hazard, you might need a supplied air respirator, not just a dust mask. You might need a chemical-resistant suit. You'll definitely need a full-body harness. I've heard horror stories of people going in with nothing but their work clothes, only to be overcome by fumes or engulfed in material. Your standard gear is not enough. The right PPE is the barrier between you and a very bad day. And finally, the 5th and perhaps most heartbreaking mistake, an untrained or unprepared standby and rescue team. The person standing outside the manhole, the attendant or hole watch, is not just there to pass you tools. They are your lifeline. They need to know exactly what to do if you go down. And here's the grim reality. Over 60% of confined space fatalities are would-be rescuers. People who rush in to save a colleague without their own equipment, without a plan, and become victims themselves. A proper rescue team is trained, equipped, and has a practiced, non-entry rescue plan first, like a tripod and a winch. Never, ever, ever enter a confined space to perform a rescue unless you are trained and equipped to do so. So there you have it, 5 fatal mistakes. Poor testing, ignoring permits, bad ventilation, no PPE, and unprepared rescue. It all comes down to one thing: respect the space. These aren't just rules on a page, they're lessons written in tragedy. Planning and preparation are the only things that separate a routine job from a final resting place. Stay safe out there.